Hey guys, what is up? Strike here, coming at you with another Mezco 112 collective action figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the DC Comics Flash figure, and of course, this is my next Mezco 112 collective figure. I'm kind of going in order as to which I think that they were coming out. I don't exactly know the exact order, but this is the Flash. This is my fifth figure from the Mezco 112 line, and it's also one of my Christmas presents alongside of Green Arrow. As you can see, we've got the darker red color going on here with the classic Flash logo, the DC Comics, the Flash, and then the 112 up in the corner. On the top it just says 112 Collective. On this side it says Flash, and then we get the logo, and then we get mezcotoys.com at the bottom there. And then on this side we get pretty much the same thing except for it's 112 Collective on the bottom. On the back here we get all these pictures of the Flash. Now most of these pictures were some of the prototype images that came out. I've got a little bit of crap on my box right now, but we get this picture in particular up here is actually from the original Wally West head sculpt that was grinning rather than just smiling, where his teeth are showing, and that has changed. But that is the sleeve for the box. Keep in mind that the figure is not actually in the box right now. If I can get this off. Oh. Pretty much the exact same thing going on here with the box, except for we do get the little openable window here where the figure is displayed inside, and a nice picture of the Flash running, little like silhouetted type thing going on there. But anyways, that is it for the box. Let's move on to the accessories. So here we have the Mezco 112 stand, pretty standard. They're just circular with the little peg here, and then they always come with the arm clamp so that you can pose the figure around. However, that's usually more for figures that can fly. Simple, all you do is you remove the little peg in there, whichever way you can. Sometimes that works, yeah. With the older figures that tends to work. With the newer figures, they're kind of weird. So you can just take that, stick that in there like so, and you can pose that arm around and make all those squeaky noises. But with a figure like the Flash, I mean, you don't really necessarily need the arm clamp, so I kind of just tend to keep it in the box. But the stand is very nice. My only thing is that the color of red that they chose doesn't match the figure at all. As you'll see later, the figure's kind of got a darker red color going on, but this is just like very bright red, which is kind of weird, but it's fine. And it's also cool because it is the Flash logo, and unlike the Batman v Superman or like the Green Arrow logo with the Flash logos, you can either have it to where he's standing towards the back, or when he's running you can flip the logo upside down and have his foot placed down here, which is a really nice touch, especially for a character who can run. So that's always really nice. Okay, getting into the accessories for the Flash, the first thing I wanted to go over, since I missed it in the Green Arrow video, was the little plastic baggie you get for all the accessories. It's just got this little print on here that says 112 Collective with a space for the name of the character that you have. Not sure how it works. I'm assuming that you're ideally want to use a Sharpie, but I haven't attempted to do it yet, so that is that. He also comes with one of the tornado hand effects that we see in the comics and on the TV shows and the cartoons and whatnot. I'm really excited for this. Although he usually does use both hands, it is cool to at least get one. It is a pretty big piece, and it's the biggest accessory he comes with. He also comes with two different head sculpts. This one being the alternate head sculpt. It is the Wally West version, very Justice League animated series style going on here. I really like how this one looks compared to the other one, which is the Barry Allen one, although I do think, see, this one I think just looks better overall, but I do usually use this one because it matches the Reverse Flash, and it is Barry Allen, and I just like this look overall. Although I will say that he looks very old, and I'm not sure why he looks old. It's kind of annoying. This almost looks like an alternate head for Eobard Thawne, but it is not. It is supposed to be Barry Allen. This is the default head you get when you get the figure. You get 3 sets of hands. You get the fisted hands, which always come with figures, with them being in the packaging. That's just what they normally have. It's normally how I display mine, because I usually actually don't display them running. Then we have the other one here. And then we got the grabbing hands, which can be used to be grabbing people out of the Speed Force, or just like, you know, kind of relaxed when he is done running or whatever. But those are neat. And then of course we actually have the running hands, which can also be used for salutes, but other than that, there's not much you can do with them. They don't really look all that great when he's just kind of standing in a vanilla pose. And then we get the lightning effects that go on his arms and his legs for a running pose, and they are fixed, at least the leg ones are. They're all fixed to specific legs and feet and whatnot. Whereas these ones for the hands can be switched around a little bit more. But yeah, that is the accessories that come with the Flash. Okay, so here we have the Flash out of the packaging and ready to be examined. This figure is really, really nice. The best part about it is he does have this kind of cloth, like spandex type suit. It's not exactly spandex, but that's the idea of what it's supposed to be. So of course we get a great range of articulation that a lot of the other figures can't give us, because they use either different materials or they've got some sort of something else going on, or restrictions, or whatever you can think of. But this figure is extremely well articulated and just extremely awesome. Now, going over it on camera, it probably looks, you know, a lot better, but putting him in a regular lit room, he looks pretty dark compared to what I was expecting, especially since the reverse flash is just so bright. I was expecting the red on this guy to be a little bit brighter, but I really do dig the color that he has here. I'm just now noticing this head right here is slightly looking off to the like upper side there, which is kind of strange, but it's okay. I really like the yellow. The fins on his cowl look really good. It is kind of hard to notice, but the red plastic doesn't quite match the actual fabric, which is totally fine because it looks good enough, but you can kind of tell that it's not the exact same shade. The only thing I don't really understand is this belt piece right here. I don't understand why you would have it cut off in the center here, because I mean, some of the Flash designs I've seen actually have it wrap all the way around, and I feel like it would have just been more complete and more sturdy had it done that. But yeah, that's about it. The only thing I can say that I don't like about the figure is that mine has a QC issue where there was a glob of paint, and as I was taking them out of the packaging, it completely chipped off right there. So that's pretty obnoxious. But other than that, he's got a great range of articulation. His head's got full movement. I mean, 360, looking up, looking down, you know, side to side, like you just saw. Looks pretty good. The neck does kind of move around, but this one's a little bit stiffer than my reverse flash. It almost seems like the neck hole on the costume goes up a little further than on the reverse flash. He does have a slight butterfly joint in there with the arm to go move back and forth, and then of course the bulb joint shoulder, you know, has a pretty much full range of articulation, which is just awesome. He does have a bicep swivel and a double jointed elbow, and then he does have slight rotation here. Not really messing with it though, just because of how it looks. And then of course we got a ball joint for the hand here. Got the swivel and everything, so that's all good. He does have the diaphragm on this guy is a lot more stiff than on my reverse flash. Just overall, the articulation on this guy is a little bit more stiff than my reverse flash. The reverse flash, because it's kind of got a fluid movement with him, where I can pose him all around. And on this flash, one thing I have noticed is that this arm over here, when I first got him, his right arm here, it was not wanting to go all the way down. Like, it would actually kind of pop back up. I can't get it to do it now, of course, but now it wasn't fully going all the way up. I don't know what happened that fixed it. He does have the diaphragm again that is pretty stiff. He does have a hip joint again, not as fluid as the reverse flash for whatever reason. Not totally sure on that. And then of course he's got a great range of leg movement. I mean, he can't move it all the way back. That's about as far as it goes, because I mean, he has no butt at all. So I mean, that doesn't really get in the way, but like his leg can go all the way up like that. And then of course I don't think he's got, I don't know what that is, but it's not a, there is no upper thigh swivel. He does have a double jointed leg, of course. I mean, he's a running character, he needs it. There is some rotation at the boot, but I don't mess with that. And then of course the ankles do move back and forth and side to side, so you can get him into really good running poses. I really like how the figure just looks overall. Just a really good looking figure. Over the years, I've been a growing Flash fan, so of course having this guy was something that I wanted to do. And then I'm going to go on to showing you guys what he looks like with the lightning effects on. Okay, so here's the Flash with his Speed Force lightning effects on. As you can see, they are fixed for specific parts. Aside from the wrist ones don't really matter. I've been able to get them on both hands successfully. But as you can see, this one right here is made for this foot. You can get it on the other foot, it just doesn't work as well. And then of course there's this one down here, which I actually like this one a lot, how this one looks. He just looks really cool in that running position. You know, with the lightning going off of him. I just think it looks really, really cool. This one kind of looks like, maybe I got these on backwards actually. Hold on. Well, that doesn't really make sense, because like it's got to be like flowing. Yeah, I had him on right. But yeah, no, he looks really cool with him on. I just don't display him running, which you would think that I would, considering he's a running character. But like, I just don't, because it's a little hard, it's a little tricky. Either you gotta balance him on one foot, and I don't like doing that to the ankle joints, or you get the arm clamp, and I don't usually like to have those out, because, you know, getting them to be running with an arm clamp kind of takes up a little too much space. So I kind of get them in more of like, when it comes to the Flash characters, I kind of get them into more like I'll put Eobard Thawne in a like a punching pose with some of the lightning effects coming off of his hands and whatnot, or have him do like the hand vibration. But with Barry, I just kind of like having him in kind of like a pose where he just finished running, so he's kind of like, you know, trying to slow himself down. That's how I usually pose him. But as you can see here now, I have the Wally West head sculpt on him, and it looks pretty good. I like how it looks. I do like how it turned out. You know, it just looks better than the Barry Allen head sculpt, but the Wally West head sculpt is just, you know, it's cartoony and it's very, you know, it's Wally West. Like, it's like Barry Allen is my go-to Flash character. But yeah, no, I really like this figure a lot. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into some size comparisons. Okay, so first off, here is the Mezco 112 Flash next to the DC Icons John Stewart Green Lantern and the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming tech suit Spidey. Here he is next to the Target exclusive Multiverse Flash 2-pack, so we get a DC UC Flash comparison and then just a regular DC Multiverse size comparison. And here is the Flash next to the Mezco 112 Green Arrow and the Mezco 112 Reverse Flash PX exclusive figure. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this guy out of the 5 Mezco 112 figures that I have might just be my least favorite of the bunch, but that doesn't say much because I love all of these figures tremendously. These are all just great quality figures, including this one. This is just a great figure. It's no wonder it's sold out. It's no wonder it's a fan favorite. I'm just really liking it. I know a lot of people apparently do not like the fabric costumes, and I'm not sure why. And I mean, I get that it kind of looks just like a onesie, but I mean, I think that's what makes it look cool. It gives you that like comic book look, but at the same time, it's like it's an actual fabric, and it, like, you know, kind of lives up to what it's supposed to be. And again, while it does look kind of cartoonish, I think that's kind of the point. I think that's honestly why the there goes Barry's head. But I think that's honestly why the Wally West head sculpt looks a little bit better on this guy. If I can get that on there. Wow, he is being a stickler. Can't tell if that's on there all the way, but I think that's why the Wally West head sculpt looks better, because it's like a cartoon character. But most of the figures that they do, including the variant, the Reverse Flash, don't come with like cartoony styles like this one does. Like you could pull the Superman and Shazam ones off as cartoons, but the Reverse Flash didn't have a secondary head to use to kind of match this, which kind of makes this head not really an option for me, because I'm a huge fan of the Reverse Flash, almost as much as I am a fan of the Flash himself. And so, you know, I had to get the Reverse Flash. In fact, I got him first. But it's just kind of weird to me trying to pose him with this head next to Reverse Flash. It just doesn't look right to me. So of course I'm going to go with the Old Man Barry head that they gave us. But anyways, that is it for my review of the 112 Collective Flash. What do you guys think of this figure? Do you have it? Do you want to get it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Later, taters. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. This video was brought to you by T-Blocks, which is an awesome t-shirt subscription service where you can get amazing t-shirts like the one I am wearing here with Superman, and you can also get t-shirts based on other pop culture licenses like Star Wars and Doctor Who or like Breaking Bad. They've got original artwork as well, so you don't just have to do pop culture. You can get something other than comic books and whatnot. But make sure you use the link below and use the code StrikeUTBX at checkout to get 10% off your entire order. It's totally worth it. Go ahead and check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.